Greetings, fellow watch comrades, and welcome to the separate installment regarding the Aviator high-tech chronograph, which is connected to episode 9 of the Watch Comrade Show. I'm Craig Hester, the Watch Comrade. What you're looking at here, the reason that you're seeing a different watch on Sarah's wrist, and hello again to Sarah, and we're glad to continue to have her as our watch model. Well, you're seeing a different chronograph on Sarah's wrist than you see in the sub-pictures is that we've got an unprecedented deal this time, with the shows tied to episode 9. All three chronographs, all three Aviator chronographs that we are featuring in these shows will come with a gift with purchase of a Junkers German quartz chronograph, multifunction quartz chronograph. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that before we talk about the watch that's in this particular show, which is the Aviator High Tech. This is a full function military style quartz chronograph with alarm. It's got a mineral crystal. This is a 42 millimeter case on this puppy, and it is made by the German company that builds the Junkers watches. This goes on the internet for $309. That's not full retail or anything like that. That's what you would pay for it if you bought it yourself on the internet. You're getting it as a gift with purchase with any of the three Aviator chronographs tied to episode 9 of the Watch Comrade Show. The fact that you've got an alarm setting on this, it's got the full function chronograph, it's got heavy superluminova on the dials, it comes with a leather strap with a tang buckle. There just really is a lot to offer, and it's 12 millimeters thick. Just water resistant is 10 ATM, so pretty amazing deal. You're never going to see this again. We are certainly not going to be giving away with purchase $300 chronos on a regular basis. But I'm so excited about the three Aviators that we've got this week that we wanted to make this offer. So let's talk about the watch in this particular segment. That is the Aviator high-tech chronograph. Now the high-tech case has been out a while, but this is a real departure for Volmax, which builds the Aviator watches in Moscow, with this new styling here. This is the first time you've seen the rose and black IP together, which just makes for an amazingly cool combination on this watch with that case. Look at the way it looks there on the side as it goes around. You've got a true carbon fiber dial, and then look at the sub-dials, the way they have that turbine look. They just did such a beautiful job on this watch. Let me give you real quickly go down the specs. This is a 43 millimeter case on this, so that's a good size watch, and it really wears big. 14 millimeter thick. It's got the 3133 standard bearer Poljot chronograph in it. This is a brand new model, just came out. It's got superluminova, which you'll see the lume later on in the show. It is a stainless steel case that is rose gold plated, and it has the a dark gray, really, more than a black of the PVD coating. Only 300 pieces will be built of this one. Of course, as always, with all of the 3133s, it is a shock-resistant balance wheel. It's a 23 jewel movement, sapphire crystal, and this is 3 ATM, and you get your standard power reserve of 42 hours without the chronograph running. Usually you'll get more than that out of the 3133. So you're looking at just, I've always liked the high-tech. I have a high-tech in my collection, not this particular one of the ones before when they had a more military look to them, and you could see the back of the movement through the dial. But this, if you're looking for something that's going to give you an amazing blend of both sport and dress. I mean, this watch you could dress up, this watch you could dress down. There's not a lot of watches you can do both ways. You know, that you can wear either with blue jeans or that you can wear with a suit. I would say this does tend to be a little dressier, but then when you've got that case, which is such a sporty look on the case, there's your lume on that. Pretty amazing lume. That's one of the nice things about this one. Having started with a base of a military slash more of a sport style, or you know, more of that along those lines, and then given a dress look, you're getting a heavier superluminova on this than you would normally ever get on what would be more considered a standard dress watch. This certainly, that case with the way it's shaped and the way the strap is put into those cowls that cover over them with the extended lugs. You've got multiple different colors and impacts going on with this watch. Again, I'm going to go over some of the specs yet again. We've got a 43 millimeter case here. It is 14 millimeters thick. I mean, look at that. Look at the shape of that case. I just love the way that top rim is almost like an upside down saucer sitting on top of the case. It creates such a great profile for this watch. Look at that profile. It's just gorgeous. You got the Sapphire crystal, you've got the heavy superluminova. This is built by Volmax in Moscow. Now let me stress this, I have been there and seen these watches put together. The movement in this watch, the 3133, when it comes from the factory, from the Mac Time factory, it doesn't matter if it's working perfectly and keeping great time when it arrives at Volmax. They tear every movement down, run it through an acid wash. They probably do rush because they want to get these watches built. They run it through an acid wash and clean every part, and then they have their own watchmakers rebuild and retest the movements 100% from the ground up. Look at that superluminova. What amazing on this one. It just really is. There's more than 300 years of experience in the watchmaking room in Moscow with Volmax. And for those of you who don't know, Volmax was kind of the heir to Poljot. Poljot doesn't exist anymore, but Volmax still works in the same offices where the first Moscow watch factory used to be. They build Aviator and Sturmansky, and just recently they moved their Baran line to Switzerland. The Aviator lines, of course, focus on, I guess if you want to put it as suborbital aircraft. You know, any of the fast fighters or anything along those lines where you're talking about flying in the atmosphere. And then the Sturmansky line focuses on nautical and space. Of course, Sturmansky being the first watch in space on the wrist of Yuri Gagarin. Look at the shape of that back. I think that this is just an unbelievably striking dial on this watch, and the whole shape of the watch just creates an amazing impact. It's got the extra thick Aviator strap that so many people constantly ask me for. When they request that one specially for their watch, with the contrast white stitching along the side. Just really a watch that you will treasure for years and years. And there it is on Sarah's wrist, and you can see that is not a small watch by any means whatsoever. I love the carbon fiber on this one. It's not overdone, it's subtle, but you can't miss it. And those turbine-shaped subdials are just great on this one. So remember, you get the German chronograph with this one. Don't miss out on the chance to get a $300 German Junkers chronograph as a gift with purchase with this watch. And also, if you use the coupon code FREECHRONO2, you're going to get the webcam and free shipping. As always, I'm Craig Hester, the Watch Comrade. Thanks for